And a very good morning to all of you from the Rancho today. Trying to get that in a better kind of sun position there. Beautiful, bright sunny day here. Not sure if I like that. I think that's a little, maybe a little bit better there. Yeah, there we go. Get that addressed. Hey Raghu, how are you? Raghu Swami in the chat. Good morning, Raju, Undaunted Patriot. Good, Undaunted Paradox. I'm sorry. Interesting name for a channel. It is Saturday morning. I believe it's the 31st of August 2019, and I am always sad to see the month of August go by. It's probably, as I've always said, I think it's my favorite one. How you doing, Allison? Grandpa Jay, what's up? Hey, Quinny. Mobile streaming today. How you doing, Monique? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for being on the stream last night. I'm going to get my supplemental power pack and just plug it in. Mrs. Wombat, good morning to you. I'm going to get my power pack. I'll be right back. Hey, Andrea the Outlaw. I like that. Be right back. Rosie, what are you doing, huh? You hanging around? You snooting around for something to eat? Oh, I really like this iMuto power pack. 30,000 milliamp hours. This baby will run for 30 hours. No problem at all. Let me reverse this around. This thing was my greatest travel partner this summer, because frankly, some days I couldn't plug in anywhere. And this thing, and then you can drive along and recharge it from your car. I really like that. Good morning. You're here. I feel like I'm the, yeah, August to me is like the greatest summer month. I just love, I don't know what it is. You know, it's just, it's like when summer gets its maximum groove on. Kathy Rebuilds, good morning to you. Nice to see you. Always an honor to see you in the chat. Hello, Dawn. Nellen, good morning to you. Wait for a few more people. I am going to be taste testing this Holly Dead's batshit crazy brownie today. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I already attacked this thing. I already had to go at this baby last night. That's why I'm too embarrassed to show you the pan that I cooked it in, because you'd be like, Rosie, you are the ultimate little pig. Allie Pally, hi. Hi, Marie. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, happy birthday again to you, Andrea. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It is Saturday morning. I'm feeling good. It drove me crazy. How you doing, Nate? Bully. What's up, Bully? Thumbs up on the brownies. The brownies are so darn good, I'll tell you. I mean, who can resist? You make them, they've cooled down, they're sitting there, you're cleaning up from last night, and you're like, I'll just have a little corner. And I took that corner all the way down the side, you know? I took that corner all the way down the side. I'm doing outstanding today. I'm feeling great. A lot of stuff going on. Cheryl, how you doing, sweetie? Lots of love to you. I always started with a corner piece, and then I just, pretty soon I had to strip down the whole side. And I thought, this morning I started attacking it again. The shortbread goes the same way. A beer and a brownie. I'm not sure about the mix on a beer and a brownie, but I was oh, you'd put something else in the brownies. Looks innocent. Oh, thank you, Simply Samantha. How are you today, honey? Trying to get this thing. I am mobile. One of the big, huge advantages of Streamlabs is And of course, people are cutting over now some people are having a difficult time getting live. StreamYards evidently gives you a 30-day use option, and then beyond that, you have to start to pay. How you doing, Chronic? You have to start to pay beyond 30 days. So a lot of people don't want to pay. I don't know whether it's $20 a month or something. And then then they're cutting over to Streamlabs, and they're finding that it's a really difficult program to work because, as I said before, it's written for geeks, you know, and it's written for gamers and people that are on doing gaming. I hope you wouldn't resist a bite last night. Good morning. Joey D's like, I knew you wouldn't resist a bite. Hey, Patsy Klein. How you do? I can eat part of a cake, just one more. That's what I'm saying, Kathy. I started with a little teeny corner because, you know, I've been on a diet. You know, gonna be down on the beach of San Diego and other places, and I don't want to look like. I like to be luscious, but not too. Vanessa, how are you doing? Yeah, Bully's a gamer. I know that. Streamlabs give me problems on and off for the past 6 months. Well, I finally got it installed and it's working perfectly. And one of the beauties of Streamlabs is that you can go mobile with it. I'm sitting outside now with the using my phone, and it interactively and pretty seamlessly ties in with you know, what you have installed on your desktop. That makes it really, really nice, and I really enjoy that. Yeah, on a diet for that big Mexican wedding. How you doing, Jordan Blue? Well, you know, Jordan Blue, I gotta be honest with you. You know, I'm in the middle of a very Mexican neighborhood here. There's no doubt about it. It's about 70% Mexican. And I'm used to all the traditions and stuff, the quinceañeras, the weddings, and they're really fancy. They're really something to see when you see a full-on Mexican wedding. Let me fix this thing so it doesn't pop out. There we go. I'm trying to get this on. There's no such thing as too much Rosie. I know, Monique. I'm like sticking out all over. Need to hear what's going on with the potential streaming house. I'm going to get to that in a couple minutes. Upcoming travel plans. I mentioned last night I may be putting it in gear for Yuma and Los Algodones. I'm not sure yet. It's a simple thing. It's not that far from San Diego, which is my original travel plan. Number one, yes, Sean T. I'm going to be the maid of honor. Number one is I do have some friends down in the area that I met last time that Missy Jenn and I were down there. And number two, it may ensure that things get done in the way of two-fees and all that kind of stuff. Hello, Nathan S. You know, things seem to be in a kind of a gun-shy mode there as far as Elvis getting his teeth done. And, you know, failure can't be an option here, so. Sydney, how are you, honey? You look hot every day. Every day. Good morning, Mark Handler. How are you? Good morning, Winky. Beautiful Winky in the house. Yeah, I was watching Sam Pepper, one of the CX networks, the old CX network guys on there. He's a young guy, about 28 years old. He's a very successful YouTube streamer, and he's in Detroit. He's in downtown Detroit at the Renaissance Center down there. And he's talking about how tough he is because he's streaming in Detroit and there's some sketchy looking people around. I'm like, dude, how you doing, Chris? I'm like, dude, you're not the first one that live streamed in Detroit. I mean, what the hell? We were poking around the hood by the old Packer plant and gone over to Livernois Avenue. Give me a break, man. Getting trapped down the, you know, Marshall's all upset because we're getting potentially trapped in and blocked in on the street. Yeah, that's what I say, Nathan. There's no option for failure at this point. Yeah, okay, great. You met up with people in Detroit, I came out with a lot of, Detroit was definitely a high point. The heat was horrible. The heat and humidity were just tough. When you've been in Northern California for many years, but I really enjoyed, once I got the flow of Detroit, driving, they do things much differently than other cities when it comes to, they have the 10-mile road, 9-mile, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-mile roads, and the way that they make left-hand turns took a lot to get used to. I had some places planned out, and she found them on her own, yeah. Just did another video with non-copyrighted music. Do your own content, Winky, you're a good singer. Oh, if you go to Mexico, I could, that's always going to be there, Joey D. I can always hit that kind of stuff on the way home, too. So we'll see. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I'm not sure. The big situation is the van here. The van being in the shop. It's a holiday weekend. I don't know what the status of the replacement part is. Like I said, I am on a rental. I have a Nissan that I'm driving around here. It's a nice car, but I can't sleep in it. I can't take it on the road with me, so I'm just stuck here. I'm just absolutely stuck here until this van is done, and I'm hoping by next weekend. I'm kind of committed for the whole week. I got some work stuff I got to do this week. When is Elvis? I have no idea. Things are so up in the air right now. Tater tot, I'm not sure what's going on. Cali is hot. It's nice in Detroit, 70s, 50 at night. Yeah, I hit like that. I hit the worst time to be in Detroit, I think, and Chicago with the high heat warnings every day, and it was just, sleeping in that van was unbelievable. It was too tough. So, I'm getting a lot of messages every day. I thought you were taking off, and what's going on, and you're still taking off after Labor Day, and frankly, I can't go anywhere until the van's fixed. Now I'm a little nervous. That the van, when you start tearing apart and taking manifolds off, now I'm a little nervous that they're not going to get things back together again. Yeah, I have to come during the fall. They tell me it's very beautiful. Miguel, I come back to my sister Marianne, Hallie else at midnight. And do you want to say hello to Haley? Hello, Haley. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Gina Smith in the chat. Haven't seen you in a hot minute, honey. Nice to see you today. So I'm totally, how you doing, D? I'm totally playing it by ear. We're just talking about the travels coming up, D. I might initially be putting it in gear for Los Algodones and Yuma, and then coming back over into San Diego, which will probably mesh with your travel schedule better anyway. So I'm not sure. I want to do what I can to make sure that this kind of give the push, hand holding or whatever, to make sure that this tooth thing is not a failure here and that this stuff gets done. So I'm hoping an update's coming soon. I was on my baking hangout in Marshall. I called him on the phone. We spent a couple minutes. Yeah, I'm just, I'm the same way, D. I'm a victim of my van being fucked up. I can't go anywhere. I am fucked up right now waiting for this van to be done, and just my bad luck. It's a back order part, and it's a holiday weekend. Good news is, yeah, I'm not paying anything for the van. I'm not paying anything for the repairs, but it's still a colossal pain in the ass. Still a real pain in the ass waiting on this this thing. But I can tell you, D, at the soonest I'll be taking off in next Saturday or Sunday morning for the Southwest. Okay, that's pretty much my plan if this frickin' dealership gets this thing back together. Okay, good morning, Bella Rose, the Queen of Buffalo. How are you today, honey? Always an honor to see you. Say hi to Brad. So that's it, D, and then it's going to compress September a bit. I don't know how much time I'm going to be there. I think it's also wise to have somebody riding shotgun if you're going to run the El Cajon Pass. This El Cajon Pass kind of keeps me up at night, taking a about 9,000 pound camper van over that grade is, you know, you got to worry about the blowing a head gasket on the east side, and then you have to worry about the brakes on the west side. So my biggest takeaway, I've never been to Bisbee, Arizona. I would love to see Bisbee. Where's the brownie video? Morning, man. These, I've already attacked these. They got all the ooey gooey goodness inside. This is literally the best brownie I've ever had in my life. Mixed nuts, M&M peanut, M&M plain, marshmallows, the whole shooting match. Hey VW. There's a lot of beautiful things to see in California. So, you know, I'm going to be straight up and honest with you guys. I have some kind of doubt about getting that camper van over the El Cajon Pass. It might be nice to have just somebody riding shotgun on that. Yeah, Missy Jenn's already enjoying it in there. You make me smile so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Missy Jenn kind of declined. I've been over every pass from Donner. It is the most brutal, Cobra John. I was shocked. I told you guys 10 times when I went on that journey with Missy Jenn and we wanted to see Tara. We left Yuma, Arizona, and we wanted to visit Tara in San Diego. And I wasn't prepared for that at all. I mean, I've live streamed, Boyd, first person to live stream over the Rockies through the Eisenhower Tunnel, real time. Okay, the highest road pass in the world. I've ran the Wasatch Mountains, the Sierra Mountains, Appalachians, which are nothing. But when I got to hell to that pass, nothing in my travels prepared me for that. Nobody told me anything. And I started getting on that thing. And I mean, I have a small little van. It's probably about 1,900 pounds. Small, 1,500, 1,900 pounds. And I'm like, oh my God, Missy Jenn, this is horrendous. We could see trucks coming down on the other side. Their brakes were literally on fire on the side of the road. There was one truck that was in a runaway truck ramp. It went out to like 5 or 6 lanes, of which 2 of the lanes were just filled with overheated vehicles and trucks going up that pass. And that was in March. So drop a gear, going up and going down. Brakes fade quick in the summer. They sure as hell do. What did Jordan say? So did you get no, nothing in it. From what I understand, I'm not going to. I never disclose the contents of phone conversations or text messages. I always believe in protecting people's confidentiality, because you do live by your reputation of how trustworthy you are in the community when it comes to communications. And I communicate with people that are at war with other people and things, and I'm still one-on-one maintain those confidence of people. So yeah, I think Jordan Blue, stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned. You know, I think it has something to do with insurance kicking in September 1st, but I don't want to talk about like I say, it's not my place to talk about. Then I end up getting yelled at and shit. So, you know. Good morning. There he is, the Canadian Clipper, Norm F. It is a beautiful morning on the Rancho. It most certainly is. Nice to see you, Chairman. Hello, Survivor, Mouse Toes. I think I got Kim C in here. Maybe Jen. You're going to have to get in that chair and get it over with. But I think as far as running that pass, I would go for anybody and help them out. You know, I have a feeling this thing's got a high chance of meeting its maker on this pass going over. Good morning, Captain Caveman. How are you? So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to bullshit you guys and tell you I'm not going to do something when I'm probably going to do it. Hey, Ted Mac, how are you? Mel. Morning to you, Mel. What's the mountain pass name? I think it's called the El Cajon Pass. You already know that you're welcome in my house. If you ever come to ours, please let me know. Woo! Yeah, how you doing, Tara? Nice to see you, sweetie. Could you imagine Winky when she says, I'll give you a tour around? I just get all tingly and stuff. I'm tingling. Yeah, Winky's a cutie pie. Make sure to follow her channel. She's a really dynamic. I like people that are out there, and she's out there. She's kind of like me. I know the people out there get a lot of attention on YouTube, but that's why people follow, because they're out there. You know, they're doing their own thing and they're living their dream. So I just wanted to disclose that today. I think you also have to worry about post-operative infections when you're in Mexico and places like that. I'm not gonna diss the Mexican Dental Society. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. To do so would disparage people for the most part, and I can find some shysters in the United States too. For the most part, you're talking about people that have pride in their profession, and you expect when you reach a certain level of education and training that there is a professionalism that you bring to it beyond just the finances of that. So I'm going to be very respectful for that, and I'm going to assume that post-operative, post-procedural care is going to be, leave honeybee is going to be okay, you know. So we shall see what happens. Now I want to turn to Dee's van. People ask me what's the status of Dee's van. The best thing to do is to get updates from D-Dubs, okay? I don't have any extra insight than you guys do. Yeah, we talk on the phone once in a while, but we're both at the point that our lives are very fluid. I would already be out of here probably on Wednesday if the van had been working good. But I don't really know. Yeah, attracted to the honey. I don't know what the deal is. It's going to take him some time to get his van configured. I know he wants to do a tire and a brake, and I just want to state publicly again that I gave no financial contribution whatsoever for Dee's van, because I was cruising through and just blasting through some side chats yesterday, laying in bed, and somebody was saying, you know, Rosie bought Dee's van. No, I did not buy his van. He has enough connections and enough wherewithal himself to get a van. Manifolds or a booger, been there, yeah. So that's what's got me all screwed up, okay? I did not contribute one thin dime towards the van. Okay, as for the rest of the travels, just to be totally clear on that, okay? If you ever ask me for help, I'd be glad to help. Like I said, I'm a giver in life. I'll help people out in a pinch when they need help. Well, people do question it because, like I've always said, the old expression, to a man or woman with a hammer, everything looks like a nail. and they're going to do everything they can to put things in the chat to disparage and lie and make up stories about. So I'd like to put it out clearly. Yeah, he's a big boy. Hey, Jacques, he's a big boy. He can take care of himself. I see Tara in the side chat. Hopefully we'll be seeing Tara down in San Diego. You've got so many unasked for financial advisors. Susie, how you doing this morning, sweetheart? Yeah, get bent. But I will tell you this, and I will tell you this with a high degree of confidence, that if he ever put the battle cry out that I need help, I can tell you a lot of the cavalry would come charging over the hill to help him out. But you know what? Dee's kind of a DIY life kind of person, okay? If you don't know by now, traveling on a scooter some 7 or whatever, 15,000 miles that he did, he's a DIY guy. Number one, you never want to pull out the help card unless you really need the help. Okay, that's number one. My best piece of advice is don't piss away your goodwill on frivolous shit. Okay, but if people do enjoy seeing you on travels and adventures and they do choose to help keep you on the road, you know what, that's their choice to do so. From my mind, if you're bringing content and you're taking people places that they've never gone or never will go, you know, if people choose to tip, donate, and contribute to that, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Conversely, you know, I just feel like you got to bring real content to get those potential rewards. Cobra John, Rosa Day. I don't pay Cobra John's property taxes. He's got a nice home. This Cobra John lives first class, man. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm putting a whole composite picture together. This guy, you know, I'm little by little, I'm piecing the whole story together. Dee does not need. Well, Dee's a very. He has a very wide independent streak. He's independent streak in him, which I like. Which I like a lot. Is he perfect? Hell no. Am I perfect? Hell no. You know, it's just the way that life is. It's not so much what you do when you screw up or fall down. It's how you acquit yourself on the way back up. Okay, that's the thing to me. I found that YouTube is very forgiving for screw-ups, very forgiving for mistakes that people made. But, you know, it's how you're going to handle yourself afterward that really, really matters. And that's my whole point about that, okay? So, I'm not sure if Jen is in here or not. I think I saw Kim C here this morning. So I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So yeah, just let me be perfectly clear on that. Let me put that out there. I didn't contribute. Yeah, everybody makes mistakes, Kathy Rebuilds. Everybody. It's just, do you want to grab a shovel and keep digging? Do you want to double down, triple down, quadruple down and stuff? Or do you just want to come out and tell people, you know, I screwed up, and then take it from there? Okay. I found that in the main that YouTube is a very positive place. I'll go look at people's videos and streams that aren't affiliated with the Boyd, that aren't affiliated with the drama or true crime community here. And they'll have an incredible amount, you know, they might have 8,000 views on a stream or something like that, and they'll have like 578 thumbs up and like 52 thumbs down. That tells me that people's minds float, and they do judge people on the individuality, and they do thumbs up and thumbs down. Now I have, as some do in the state of the Boyd, you have a hater brigade that always shows up. That stuff never bothers me. It's like an algebra. You cancel that out on the top of the the top you cancel it out, on the bottom and it zeroes out. It doesn't matter, you know. But what I'm saying is, people are pretty straight up honest here on YouTube. Hello, Nicole. Good afternoon to you in Manchester. Hope that you're doing well today. I have fun. Is going to upload a video. I'm not sure what that is. I have 5 that's, oh, you mean if you upload something? I don't know. I haven't, like I say, I unplugged from that stuff. Exactly, Norm. Play by the rules, be respectful. YouTube is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Good brownie. Delicious. I'm not quite sure what that means, Nicole, but hey, look at that, Celeste. My Holly dead batshit crazy brownie there, honey. Woo. Delicious. Like a soap opera, you have to watch regularly. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, Nicole, but I have been trying to lose weight. You got to go get some brownies, Kathy. Kathy, you got to go get some today. I don't know, Nicole. I didn't watch any. I didn't watch any of those streams last night. I was kind of doing my own thing on here. I was on the phone with Elvis and all that, so I'm not. You know, I'm sorry if that stuff. You know, I just. It's not my bag to be involved in that. Yeah, you can get it tired. No, it did. It was quite entertaining. I get to give her credit. She made me laugh. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know. I just, I haven't really, you know, I've kind of tuned out for that stuff. People can do their own thing. It's okay. I'm not gonna diss anybody. Hey, Tom Finland, good morning. I do stay, it just doesn't interest me. There's nothing in it. Hey, Winky, how about if I drop them off at your place, huh? Hi, Winky. I got your brownie. Winky's like, call 911, call 911. What the hell is that at my door down there? Oh, you know, I've made pineapple upside down cakes, Andrea. Go look in my search box. Yes, this was a very delicious. This is the best brownie I've ever had in my life. Mixed nuts. I used cooking oil instead of butter, less saturated fat, mixed nuts, marshmallows, peanut M&Ms, plain M&Ms, and a Heath bar in here. It really is a batshit crazy. Is Mike Loyal in here? Pecans, almonds, cashews, Brazil nuts, hazelnuts. Never made bananas Foster. Never made them. I don't get the oink oink thing. I mean, is that a new like sorority pledge thing or something? Oh, VW's like, I'll mix your nuts. Love that. Yeah, it was a great stream last night. It was awesome. Yeah, I went nuts. It was really tasty. It was made by loving hands. There you go. Norm, made by loving hands. Because we're all pigs. I don't know. God damn if I know. Why? Oh, I don't know. If you miss 2 days here, you just you miss a lot. Oh, hey, Mike Loyal, how you doing? Say hi to Crystal for me, the great Mike Loyal in the chat. Always made with Rosie love. That stream was amazingly on and one of your best. Very lovely. What you drink this morning? I drink coffee in the morning. Thank you, V. It was a great stream last night. Is genuinely here, Larry. I'm quite happy you called. Be called much worse. I don't know. I wouldn't want people calling me a pig, but that's I guess that's just me. You look cold. I don't feel cold. Crashed early. Oh no, you got to work tonight, Monique. You got to take a nap, honey. Good morning, Amy's Life. How are you? No, it's about 72 degrees right now. Are my nips can? Why does everybody think it's cold here? I don't know. Yeah, pigs are extremely intelligent. Yeah, I mean that's well, I can tell you according to the Chinese zodiac that the pig is one of the more desirable zodiac. One of the too many clothes on. Oh, okay, Mike Loyal, I get it. Crystal might have a different opinion. Put Rosie in a burqa. I swear to God, one time I'm gonna do a full burqa bake around here. It's a beautiful day, Celeste. It is a beautiful day. You're gonna invent a nipple heater. There we go. Oh, Mallory did it. Oh, okay. Well, I hope people get squared away in the future. I don't know. Like I said, in Chinese zodiac, the pig is one of the prosperity ones. A hand warmer bikini. There we go. So that finishes up with D. Hey, Las Vegas is going to be here again before you know it. I may be down there. I know I'll be down there like the takeoff for maybe the 16th of October. I know Lime Screw 1, my friend, is having a meetup down there on October 17th. And then I will probably, depending on the weather, I might be able to boondock in the van at that point. Could still potentially have a very cheap place to stay. And I'll probably be there just through the end of the month. We shall see. I'm not quite sure. So if you want to meet up down in Las Vegas, if you want to come, oh, okay. You know, yeah, if you want to meet up down there, let me know. I know some people said they might be in Las Vegas at around that time. That would be great. Jordan Blue, like I said, that stuff has to fit around what I'm doing here on the Rancho. I cannot plan my life around the van build. I just cannot do that. I can help you out. I can hold your hand. I can make sure you travel safety, but I'm not going to alter my travel plans. I already said before, the soonest I could get to any kind of van build would probably be November. Okay, I mean that's the reality of it. November and December, I don't like to travel in November and December because the holiday time I like to be home. Okay. Let's see. You type something. No, Susie, I see what you're typing on here. But definitely, for sure, November and December are on the Rancho. Okay, who do you think is the best way to buy a camper van? Either finance or pay cash? I only ever paid cash for my vehicle. Well, that's not true. I'm financing this van. I got like a zero. Hey, prepping. I got like a 0.9% interest rate. Something ridiculous. I bought this on July 2nd, 2017. It had 22,000 miles. It has 52,000. I've put 30,000 miles on the van, which is pretty much tooting along. Can you leave Elvis with Missy Jenn? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, Jen's, you know, I gotta be careful. can stretch Missy Jenn so far, and then pop. We might both get the royal boot off of this place. My van, I think paid. They listed it for $17,500. I think I hammered it down at $14,500. I think I got $3,500 left on the balance of it. So, yeah, she's got her infusion too. So I need to definitely be back for her infusion before I can take off for Vegas. So I'm hoping that she'll have that scheduled. And the should have that scheduled in the beginning. We'll just have to figure it out. It's probably best to travel down towards San Diego down there. Make sure your van is all good to go. Make sure it's all safe. Get rid of all those nasty fluids. Get freshed up in. Make sure your brake pads are good. Drain your transmission fluid from the pan, but do not drain the transmission itself. Just put fresh oil into the transmission. They can suck that stuff out from above with a with a simple drill pump and tube. They can grab all that stuff out, put fresh ATF in. I don't advocate ever draining the fluid from a transmission because I've seen too many problems post doing the whole thing. So, oh, you got her mom's medication. Okay, Nicole. You get your ass up to the Rancho. So, I tried CBD oil for the first time today. How did you do on that, Susie? Take care, Survivor. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, get your ass up to the Rancho. Simon, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, so looks like it's going to be a busy holiday period on the Rancho here, so we shall see. Okay, Celeste, nice to see you, honey. Really glad to see you around my chat. They put the wrong oil in a lot of times, and there's something about totally draining a transmission. The problem is you've got to reprime a lot of the ports. They have a lot of check valves they have little check balls in automatic transmissions, and when you drain them for the first time, those check balls are kind of freewheeling in there, and sometimes some of the check balls don't go back into position, and you have problems. At all costs, resist draining the fluid from the transmission. Just take it from the oil reservoir pans. Put some fresh ATF in there. Okay, make sure you get the right kind. A check ball is you'll have a little hole like that, and this ball with a spring moves forward with a little actuator level, and that ball seals that hole temporarily and redirects the fluids to a different location. Now, let me tell you, the automatic transmission is the most complicated piece of machinery on your car, bar none. Okay, yeah, it takes 100 miles to get air bubbles fully out, and in the meantime you can have locks in there, you can have fluid lockups and other things have to go. Okay, take care. Yeah, I'll see you later today, D. We'll talk on the phone. Just gotta be we gotta be really fluid with what's coming up. How you doing, Jen? Nice to see you. Because then my goal is to get Missy Jenn to Honolulu. I don't know if it's going to be possible though because of the plane flight. Like I say, in January, and then take off for Florida. And I worry about she gets locked up on a plane. You know, she physically, her muscles just seize, and it's brutal. Yeah, I was asking about Jen this morning. There could be a potential streaming house down in, well, it's actually two of them that somebody mentioned. One in Tijuana. God, you know. One in Tijuana, and also one in in San Diego, so we'll see how that plays out. Got to be very careful. Some people I don't know offer things. I'm not sure if it comes to fruition or not, but I'm just saying Tijuana would be kind of interesting. It's different than it used to be. Down there, they've cleaned it up a lot, the federales. To be quite honest, the business of Tijuana was being destroyed because the American tourists weren't coming over. And nothing motivates people more than, nothing moves people off the dime more than being out there and losing money, okay? So the federales came in there and, yeah, be careful, Jen. The federales came in there and pretty much cleaned that place out of, you know, a lot of these gangs and shit. Yeah, I'm not sure if the storm's going to be tracking. Yeah, Nogales, I don't either. I'm not sure if the storm is going to track a little bit to the north or not. So, yeah, it had become really bad. I didn't go down there for 5 years. And the tourism industry totally collapsed in Tijuana. Now, you know, it's like Los Algodones is going to do everything in their power to protect their trade. Okay, there's no doubt about it. And that's why you go into Los Algodones and you see federales with machine guns standing there, okay? Fully automatic weapons there, and they're keeping law and order. Was so shocked when I heard where it was headed. Yeah, you got to be careful up there. Be careful. A lot of Hondurans at the border. Yeah, I think that's pretty much under control. Their economy got wrecked. You really depend on those border towns depend on the flow. Yeah, potentially so, Norm. Those people at the border depend heavily on U.S. tour dollars. I don't care if you're running a titty bar. Yeah, you need a machine gun bully. I don't care if they're running a titty bar or they're running a souvenir stand, a restaurant, those kind of places. And I've had a really good meal down in Tijuana before, no problem at all. But, you know, if the people stop coming, you're destroyed, you're hurt. Let's see. Yeah, Jen's in Kentucky. Kitty Cat, how are you doing today, sweetie? Nice to see you. Very nice. Vanessa, good to see you. Vanessa, like, I think a hurricane did hit once in 1987, October of 87. A hurricane hit England. London, did a lot of damage in there. How old is Millie, Penny, and Domino? Winky, I think that Millie is about 5 years old. Domino's probably 7 years old. And Penny, I think, is about 2 years old. Penny's the big Rottweiler. Oh, it was a tornado. Okay, Sean, how are you? I remember it was right at the time that the stock market crashed in there. Africa brews the worst hurricanes they do. You think a machine gun's gonna make you a macho man? Listen to Jordan Blue. How are they? They're doing good. Once in a while we let them in the yard, but Domino, the big problem of having the dogs come over, number one, I'm not real big, and Penny is a huge Rottweiler. Domino is a huge black lab. Millie Vanilli is like it has ADHD or whatever, and it's like Penny tries to jump up on me and I'm like, oh. She's still kind of a puss. She's still a baby at 2 years old and doesn't know any better. Winky, the thing that used to freak people out is that the black lab, before they put the fence topper on here, the black lab was able to jump onto the top of the fence and balance on the 2x4 on top of the fence. I remember one time where we was doing a video and I didn't notice behind me the Domino, the black lab, who's about 100 pounds, got himself on top and was walking down the top of the fence, and Cooper commented that that was the damnedest thing he ever saw in his life, was a black lab on the top walking along. I was afraid. I was glad that they, to tell you the truth, Winky, I was glad that they put the fence topper on, because I was worried that Domino would dislocate a front leg or a shoulder or something. Holy shit. Yeah, that's true, Jordan Blue. There's just not so much of a cartel. They've kind of moved their action away. Black labs can, yeah, see, that can happen. And every time we take Domino over, he would climb the fence again and come down. Every time he's having that shock of 6-foot drop down there. Got to be careful. Fire up the grill. Some are in the mood for love. Some are in the mood for burgers. Burgers for me. They're love for me every single time. Given a choice between food and doing the horizontal mambo, one of you fine ladies out there, love, love, love. Starve me to death. I don't care. Whatever. How was the apple cooked last night? I didn't have apple last night. I'm finishing up the last bit of this delicious brownie today. I do have a Friday night restaurant review for the first time in 2 months. Missy Jenn and I went out. I'll be putting that up later today, the top sushi place we ever visited. And we've done over 150 reviews. I mean, I'm not sharing my brownies. I'm honest, I like sex, so what, you know? Oh. Let me get my little... get my morning cigar here. I only ever smoke a quarter of it, for those of you who worry. You can eat an asparagus dog with no dog. Yeah, I've done over 150 food reviews. The band build, helping someone who is your equal and a friend, all helping someone because you feel sorry for them, disaster. Well, Shannon, I love you, honey, but I'm kind of a disaster myself. Yeah, you're not. That's right, Winky. I'm only sharing with you. And you know I love you, Shannon, and I appreciate you, and I have known each other a lot of years, honey. And sometime, yeah, I was a cigarette smoker until November 1st, 1995, and I quit until, I think, June 1st of 2019 for my retirement. I figured, what the heck, I'm going to enjoy my retirement. Yeah, she likes the brownies. No, it's called a black and mild. No, nothing happened to Dee's van. Nothing happened to the van. I figured retirement, I'm going to have the nice things in life here. No, nothing happened to his van. I just get people saying that, you know, Rosie going around and spreading lies in the chat that Rosie bought his van. Yeah, it's not easy to quit. I know, Kathy. I just went cold turkey. I was 2 packs a day coming out of Hong Kong. I just stepped off that plane, crumpled up my pack, and you know, I wanted to see my girls grow up, which they did. So I threw them away at that time. Enjoy a good little cigar. What did you retire from? A couple different things. I'm still running a vintage mechanical and electrical repair business. I don't talk about it Cal Vintage Repair here, but I retired from medical pushing paperwork. So luckily I have a small pension from Sutter Medical Group now. That's right. Friendships are a give and take. That's right. How you doing, Katie? Nice to see you. But you know, Shannon, we've been rolling a long time. Marshall and I, you know, it's not up to me to provide the financial wherewithal for his future. That's not my responsibility. But do I enjoy doing things like working with my hands and doing renovation and repair? Yeah, I do, and I've been straight up honest about that too. I do enjoy it. It benefits me. I feel good about it. But as far as money, not my responsibility on that. So I am vintage in the gay community. Will you work on me? Oh my goodness. They always say that gays don't like trans. I guess you prove a different point. I've done a lot of projects here myself, Shannon. I don't need something big. Carl, how you doing, sweetie? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Yeah, an alcohol still master. That's what Norm said. Went up there and met the Canadian clipper Norm F. He's like, Rosie, you got some kind of different content. And I said, Norm, here you go. Here's your fifth of Johnny Walker Red Label, baby. Shit. Good morning, Huntington Beach. I love Huntington Beach. Fortunate Adventure, nice to see you. I got shocked today working on a camera. Wow. Damn. Yeah, Allie is very creative. She's Allie Pally. If you guys haven't seen her, she's a hell of a entertainer. Question some of Rosie's friends, but none of my business doesn't affect me, so I don't really. Well, you're a nice guy, Cobra John. I know you. I know sometimes you get crap, but you know my heart. And at the end of the day, I never fooled with ham radio. My brother was a ham radio operator. I know Morse code. Dot 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 dot. Yeah, you're. I don't know. You're Cobra John. I don't ever see you being mean. You know what I mean? Lately, things have really taken a turn to the vicious on here. How you doing, Vicky? And I don't derive any enjoyment out of that at all. It just is like, woo. You know, it gets too deep. Oh, you hate ham? I like a good piece of ham. You inhale, you know, well, I guess it depends. Well, I generally just take a puff and enjoy on it. I like the flavor. I like the flavor. I don't like the smell, but I like the flavor of it. I do those. Oh, okay. Mr. Zinger does it. I love ham. I like a good spiral cut ham, a good honey ham. Delicious. I have a parent that is a ham radio operator. Yeah, so that was back in the 1970s when he was a ham. How you doing, Joni? And I remember being in his ham shack one day when he was on, he was on 20 meter or 40 meter phone. No, he was on code 20 meter, and he hooked up with McMurdo base down in Antarctica. I thought that was pretty wild. I love the smell of cigar and ham. I love a good ham. I just think ham is delicious. Vinny G, how you doing? I hope you saw I gave you a shout out in a couple videos. I've kept clear of a lot of the melee, Vinny, but God love you. I hope that you're doing well. And I say that on a human level. And I was very happy tonight that Dee did a stream in your honor and picked up a few tributes for you. So it's awesome to see you. I do peek in. It looked like you were doing well. Looked like your recovery's pretty fast. So, Jock Blue, you said pretty fast. Nobody I know can do all the things you. The Ohio State. How you doing, boss? I think my IQ is about average. My haters will tell you that. I think my IQ is about average. Yeah, college football is underway. The Ohio State University. That's funny. I can't, no offense to anybody. I'm not a big fan of Ohio State just because I'm not in favor of a school that puts the. It always bothered me in pro football when they would introduce the starting lineups for like the Raiders or the Ravens. They would tell the college that they came from, and they would get, inevitably, there'd be one or two people on from Ohio State. Anthony Scruggs, the Ohio State University. Pernell Watkins, the Ohio State University. Go Cal Bears, Golden Bears, Cal. I'm an expert. I've nailed Holly's attacker and I'm in hospital. Vinny, you're too much. Just take it easy. Don't push your recovery. Like I say, I haven't been around too much, Vinny, just because I'm not really cut out for all the things that are going on YouTube lately. They kind of go against my nature to be involved with that, but I do wish a very speedy recovery for you. I know you have family and everything else that loves you dearly. The Rosie O'Kelly. Yeah, go Tigers. Lindsay, do you know a place down there? What is it? T&J Ribs in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Yeah, smart women stay clear of the rubble. They do. There'll never be a payoff in all that stuff that's going on. There was a place called T&J down there in Baton Rouge that I had my first alligator. And you know what it is, Lindsay? It was a great place. It was the first place in my life. But remember, D-Dubs, Tom Brady's a California Bay Area boy, first and foremost here. What was unusual about Baton Rouge? Oh, did you see that homemade bourbon? Yeah, Vinny, I've been cranking out the Shine, the bourbon, for the better part of 9 years around here. It tasted good. It tasted good. Now, the alligator was good, but what was unusual about T&J's down there, the food was excellent. Okay. But it was the first time in my life. I grew up in Baltimore, a very segregated city. Never in my life did I go into a bar and see this restaurant had a bar with it. Never in my life did I ever see a place where black and white people sat side by side at the bar, and the whole restaurant was so racially integrated. It just blew me away. It just absolutely, coming from Baltimore, it was like if you were white and you go into Monroe Street or something, and you go into a black neighborhood bar, you might get a little nudge or a little bump, or worse. Conversely, if you were black and you went into a place like Jerry's Belvedere in Baltimore or something like that, it would be the same kind of deal. So that was my big takeaway from that. I was absolutely amazed to see that. Yeah, Dee's got his van. Yeah, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Tom Brady's a cheater, pumpkin eater. Cupcake can't let go of that. Cupcake cannot let go of that Deflategate. Tom Brady's my baby daddy. I wonder if Tom Brady will be in the Hall of Fame, right? So let's see what happens. You can expect to see me and Dubs on the somewhere. I don't know how everything's all going to shake out, so stay tuned on that score. Let's see. I'm probably be having a chat tonight. How you doing, Harvey? I think tonight I'm going to crack some bourbon, sit back on the O'Kelly channel, and just have a little bit of a freewheeling chat late tonight. Yeah, be well. Any different from them? Let's see. So the streaming house and a possible chat tonight. Hello, Paul David. Nice to see you. The Terror says, I think Tom Brady's thinking of football play even when making love to his spouse. Yeah. I hope it's the Ravens. I hope it's the Ravens, guys. The Ravens. They got the quarterback of quarterbacks, baby. Oh, it's not going to be till about 10 o'clock tonight, I think, here. I hate Green Bay just as much as I hate Ohio State. Oh, I know, Winky, you love the smell of cigars and ham. I thought you were going to say, in the smell of a nice G-string, baby. Really intense. I don't know. I think it's just, results vary by lighting. It just depends. I don't really have any makeup on, no makeup on today. Rancho. Yeah, Harvey, I don't think anybody here really knows who that guy is that you had up there. Well, Tom, you're not required to be there. I appreciate when you are, but sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock, something like that, then I like to be kicking back and drinking till about 1 a.m. in the morning, and then call it. Yeah, the Toronto Argos, they're always good. Toronto's always been a big sports town. My grandmother used to go up and see the International League Orioles play the Toronto, whatever it was, back in the AAA days. Live side chat or not? Oh, you're sweet, Simon. I love you, honey. How you doing, Blue? What's going on with you? Blue Waffle in the chat. Happy Saturday, Blue. I hope everything's going good for you in the great state of Texas. Gonna be a great grandmother. Oh, how about that, Sarah? Congratulations to you. Gonna be a great grandmother. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice to see Waffles on the chat today. Rosie, what proof should good white lightning be? It should go out the door. It should come off the worm at anywhere between below 120 proof off the worm is just, it's always been useless to us. We just pitch that shit at the end. The good stuff, the proof should come off ideally somewhere between 160 and 180 proof, somewhere between there. Below 120, it's just tails. It's bullshit. It's just a repitch for the next run. Okay. Blue, I would suggest that you look at my video. Just put in my search box. I have a video called From Grains to Glass. from grains to glass. It's like a definitive moonshine, from purchasing the grains to cooking up the distiller's beer, to fermenting it, to loading it in the still, to running it, the whole shebang. Okay. I may re-upload that just to give people an idea on that. Okay, bye Shannon. Good to see you, honey. Good to see you. Bringing the Expos back and getting rid of the Tampa Bay Rays. Monique, do you think that do you honestly think that Montreal is capable? I know they used to have the Montreal Expos and then they had minor league ball, but do you think Montreal's willing to support a baseball team? They had some of the lowest. Have you ever made apple cider? I have not, Norm. I have not. Thank you, Mouse Toes. Please copy and paste that link. If you want to see everything that you ever want to know about Moonshine, Mouse Toes has pasted that link there. I think it's got a couple thousand views on it. Check it out. It's the definitive video. Make sure, always make it 90 proof is good. Well, 90 proof is deliverable. Blue Waffles, our stuff comes off the worm at 180 to 184 proof, which is 92% pure. 92%. Yeah, I'm in a bikini on the video doing the whole thing. Yeah, we could make apples. We could make cider from them. Montreal would buy baseball again if the field is all ice and the players wear skates. Yeah, below 120 proof, it's just, yeah, see, that's the thing. I can drink, yeah, the parrot speak. I call it the boss is in here. He runs the still most of the time when we do a run. How you doing, Tisme? And it's, you know, it has a primary condenser. It has a secondary condenser, and it's kind of an art to get the run running good. So, let's find Rosebud on another chooch. Yeah, the boss and Janet, they have a new dog named Zoe, a cockapoo. So maybe Janet will do a video or something. I don't know. Or next time I'm down there, I'll do a video on their dog. She put a picture up, so it's got to be fun. Hello, Missy. I think Missy's mad at me these days. Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably true, Mark Handler. Rosie, your channel will never not support. Thanks for being you and provide. Thank you, Tisme. I appreciate that. Yeah, they got a cute little puppy on there. So I was not a puppy, but it's a 5-year-old. I know I'm hogging all the attention, Norm. Yeah, Missy Jenn wants a peace and quiet here on the Rancho. What did I do? I don't know, Monique. Today, yesterday, the day before. Moringa Club member. Shay Shay says she's in the Moringa Club. Winky, I'd like to be able to see you in on my way to Florida in January. I think that would be pretty cool. It'd be really fun to hang out with you. Teach me how to sing. So funny you poked the bear with Missy Jenn. You can only push Jen so far though, and then it's like, right now we have containment in reactor 1. Remember the movie with China Syndrome with Jack Lemmon, you know? God damn, looking at the gauge. That's what we have. We have containment. We have containment so far. Release pressure on 2. We can't release the pressure. We're not supposed to. We're not licensed to do that. Release it. Let it go. Oh man, yeah. Watch out for that German temper. It just she'll hit a point, and actually with Jen, it's quite the opposite. When she gets very quiet, even quieter than usual. Just what the boss needs to take the edge off of him, a little dog. I never, in all my years, my 11 years of knowing the boss, I never imagined that he would have a dog. Part-term German too. Temperatures. You ever see that movie, Norm? China Syndrome? I think that's what it was called. It was Jane Fonda and Michael Douglas, Jack Lemmon. It was good the first half hour, and then the rest of it was pretty boring. I like the when they thought they were gone down, and when he gets shot at the end. It was a good movie. The nuclear meltdown. They had an event. I think Robert's doing okay. I saw him on the chat about 10 days ago. He said he's super busy. He's got a lot of stuff going on. Robert's got a lot of stuff going on. That was a good movie. At least the first hour. Yeah, I know. I make sure when I get up this morning, I didn't put all the shit back in place. But I got up this morning and I made sure that kitchen was I made sure. Anyway, guys, it's been about an hour and 17 minutes. I'm going to close it out. I'm going to work on editing last night's Friday night restaurant review. Best sushi I've ever had in my life. That'll be coming up. If you haven't seen the really cool Mitsubishi camper van, check it out on the Rosie Murphy channel. A very rare Mitsubishi van camper. Very interesting. And I want to thank you guys for being on the chat today. I'm sure you'll see Handsome Robert around. He'll be around. And I will see you guys later tonight. I will be doing a later night stream. Monique, have a good night at work, honey. Get some rest today if you can. Okay. I like my Monique, very high energy. Take care, Kim. Thank you, Simon. Andrea, happy birthday to you, honey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andrea. Ooh. Happy birthday to you. Bye, everybody.